Okay, I was wrong. 5A wouldn't let me record anymore. So, second video, 5B. This is for using tables. Still the same thing. It tells you what the variable is, and you just have to plug it in. So a few are done for you. We have 38 is n. So n plus 7 is your equation. So we just plug in 38 plus 7, which is 45. Then it tells us n is now 49, so we plug that in. 49 plus 7 is 56. It tells us n is now 58, so 58 plus 7 is now 65. Okay, so I'm going to do this one with you, and then you're doing this one on your own. So in this one, it says 12n, and n is 9, which means this is 12 times 9, which is 108. 12 times 10, which is 120. This one, you're on your own. These ones are slightly more complicated just because now you have to figure out what this top box is, and it's already got all the numbers figured out for you. So if we look over here, we're trying to go from 15 to 40. Well, adding and subtracting are always easiest for me, and I know that to get from 15 to 40, I need to add 25. So I look at my second one down. Adding 25 still works. I look at my third one down. Adding 25 still works. So I know that my equation up here has to be n plus 25. If I look down here, we've got to go from 8 to 6, and then we've got to go from 4 to 2, and then we've got to go from 2 to 0. The only thing that I know of that works for all of these is subtracting 2. So I'm just going to go n minus 2. And then I'm going to look at it. Okay, if I put 8 here, 8 minus 2, yep, that's 6. 4 minus 2, yep, that's 2. 2 minus 2, yep, that's 0. On this third one, you're going to do it on your own, but it's not addition or subtraction. That's your hint. Pause your video for a second and then come back when you're done with that so we can finish writing algebraic equations together. For this one, once again, I've already done some of them. Step 1, you got to identify what your variable is going to be. Step 2 is determine the operations, which is add, subtract, multiply, or divide. And then step 3, you have to write your expression. So on first example, Ben has 4 more marbles than Jack. Write an expression for how many marbles Ben has. Well, we know that more means plus. So how many marbles does Ben have? So I know that we're going to have to figure out how many marbles. I'm actually going to make my x be how many marbles Jack has, because Ben has 4 more than Jack. So it makes sense to me to make the marbles how many Jack has. I know I have to add, so Ben's marbles are x plus 4, which is Jack's marbles plus 4 more. If we go down to Aaliyah, she got $5 from her mom for allowance, and she earned $10 babysitting. She went to the store and spent X dollars on a couple of pops. Write an expression for the amount of money Aaliyah has left. So for step 1, write an expression for the amount of money she has left. Since we want to know how much she has left out of her money, our X dollars, it already tells us right here, our X dollars are how much she has spent. Has left tells us we have to subtract. So we start off with she earned $10 babysitting, plus she earned $5 allowance. Then she spent money on pop. So 10 plus 5 minus x is going to be our expression. Okay, I'm going to do one more. Example 3. Jonah got a job at Zesto's making $8 per hour. It's already got our variable for us. He worked 8 hours this week. Write an expression for how much Jonah earned this week. So step 1, identify the variable. It already told us our variable is h, and that is his amount earned per hour. Step 2, determine the operations to be used. Per, if we look back at our cheat sheet, per means times. So we're going to multiply. Step 3, write our expression. Well, he worked 8 hours. He gets paid multiply by our variable, so times H. And that's going to equal his money this week. Examples 4 and 5 are on your own. These notes are due next time you walk into class.